Welcome to Stegman Coliseum in Athens, Georgia. SEC Network women's basketball tonight as the 12th-ranked LSU Tigers have come to town to take on the Georgia Lady Bulldogs. Carnegie comes off the screen. Going one-on-one against Johnson. In traffic, Turner has to take a shot with 1 second on the clock and hits the two.
Great find by Danny Carnegie. Great awareness as she hits Trinity Turner for 2 points at the top of the key.
Starting five for LSU, and the basket inside for the Tigers. Koval the rebound. Richard back the other way for the Tigers. Williams steps into the three on the wing and buried it. Michaela Williams, a freshman out of Las Vegas. Turner pulls up at the foul line and hit the jumper. Williams being guarded by Carnegie. They switched off and ran a double team. Inside they go, and Joyner, the former all-conference player from East Carolina, banks it in.
Averaging just over 11 points on the season.
Turkoff misses the three. Flau'jae Johnson comes out of there with it, spins into the paint, and hits her first bucket of the game. Inbounds coming out of the timeout. Wolfuck is left open just outside the foul line and hits the jumper.
And it's a long two.
She's averaging 12.2 points per game. Another wild shot taken by Knox. A miss up close by LSU. They're the #1 offensive rebounding team. And here comes Flau'jae. She's very fast, runs down the floor and scoops it in. And signed with the Tigers. Here's Flau'jae on the drive, banks it in. Wow, tough angle, and she still got it in there. 6-0 run for the Tigers over the last 75 seconds. And Wolfuck sticks it in on the turnaround. Here's for LSU. Bella Hines in the game. Her first conference play this season. Hines drives and sticks it in. Carnegie on the drive and got the layup. And the rebound controlled by LSU as Richard brings it across to Flau'jae. Open lane to the basket, and she lays it in.
That's right, great read by Flau'jae. Just had a turnover, comes down, quick bucket in transition for LSU.
Carnegie three, hit it, up over Johnson. Way back when I worked there. And she stopped by to say hello before the game. And obviously she made a great coaching, and they are uber talented. They're 0-2 in the conference. It isn't because they don't have talent. Inside Joyner on a great feed that time by Williams.
So we have one coach and some fun sequence along with quite a few LSU fans in their Mardi Gras gear.
Bank in by Johnson.
Flau'jae with a strong finish, taking it into the basket. A little bit of contact there, but she does a phenomenal job.
That's a huge number. Williams off the top of the backboard, and Johnson stayed with it and put it in.
Over this far.
And this is a direct result of LSU's defense. Johnson left open, gets the layup. First gambled for the steal. Battle for the ball. Gonzalez comes out of there with it. Pass to Carnegie. Nicely done.
Georgia doing a good job in transition. Gonzalez to Carnegie for two. Georgia not only to score from three, but to get other looks.
Carnegie three, and again off the iron. Rebound Wolfuck. In traffic, muscles it up and in.
To them that they have the dog in them. Wolfuck battling 4 LSU players in the paint. Big offensive rebound and putback for Wolfuck. As you see, physical. She goes baseline under the basket, creates space, finishes off the backboard. And
non-conference schedule. They played only one quad one team in their non-conference schedule. That was a win against Duke, 93-77. And there is Flau'jae Johnson.
After a small ankle injury in the last game against Vanderbilt, a little spin, step back. Nice, fancy move for Flau'jae Johnson, who now has 6 points on the game.
And Flau'jae Johnson, not only a basketball. Less than 90 seconds left here in the first quarter. Richard got the layup, banked it in high off the glass. Woolfolk, the turnaround, fouled on the play and one.
Straight at Kate Koval, 6'5" for LSU. Fade away from the short corner, and it's nothing but smiles for Mia Woolfolk as she'll head to the line for a chance at an and one.
Mia Woolfolk. Turner back to Woolfolk, back to Turner, open three. Nailed it. Three, Fulwiley on the drive, missed. And that's going to be the end of the half. Anne-Marie, fun first half. LSU goes to the locker room up 10.
That's right. LSU took the lead there in the first quarter. Georgia has battled back, has started to get some momentum, some stops. Georgia will need to lock in on defense here in the second half.
Ahead it comes to Indoor. She gets the layup. She was back, maybe had never come back the other way. She was open underneath her.
Good find by Carnegie in transition, hitting the 6'5" Indoor for an easy bucket for Georgia.
So Georgia's got it back down to 8. Joyner on the pass, beautiful play as she feeds Knox for the basket. Corner three, Turkoff. Zincraft tried to tip it, ball comes free. Fulwiley streaks out into the open. Got Turner in front of her and puts it in.
Quick, she is crafty, she is shifty. Here she splits two defenders, in and out hesitation, finishes high on the glass. And Fulwiley with another 2 points, giving her 13, leading all scorers.
Carnegie goes by Fulwiley and gets the basket and one.
Easy two in transition, and on the opposite side, Danny Carnegie with a hard rip and finish. And
Joyner in the paint, got the bounce. That's exactly what you would expect for a young lady shooting 67% from the floor. She's got a nice touch around the rim.
That's right, and just the field goal percentages that LSU, they have 7 players shooting over 51%.
Carnegie, step back three. Lead down to 6. Johnson, baseline jumper, sticks it in. Stolen away, bad pass by Fulwiley that time. Carnegie leading the break, steps into the rhythm three. Back-to-back three-pointers. But good to see Carnegie starting to heat up here.
That's right, turning her defense into offense, a big steal, takes it the whole length of the court on her own, steps into.
Head to Fulwiley, full head of steam. No look pass, and Johnson goes over 1,800 points for her career. A beautiful no-look pass, and Flau'jae Johnson enters history, 9th player in Tigers history to go over 1,800 career points. Carnegie was open for the three, instead gonna drive and missed. Johnson clears to Fulwiley, gotta watch out when she's in the open, and a scoop shot up and win and one.
Gonzalez thinks it's a charge. She's celebrating. Little does she know the foul call is on her, and Fulwiley with an and one. And Coach Mulkey, she didn't even realize that until she told her. You know, she was the spark plug.
Turner, speaking of spark plugs, puts a charge into that one. A three-pointer by Fulwiley on the drive, spin move, wraparound pass, stolen by Carnegie. Maybe a little too cute that time. Ahead it comes to Kraft, and Kraft banks it in.
And she'll be playing more minutes as Mia Woolfolk is still not on the Georgia bench.
Great feed by Fulwiley, gets an assist on the basket by Joyner. Carnegie with 4 on the clock. Rainbow shot! Got it up over the bigs. Johnson being guarded by Turner, drives by her, dumps it off for Joyner. That was just a big mismatch for Trinity Turner.
On the paint, most likely she's going to be scoring.
Joyner's now just a rebound away from a double-double. Carnegie shot blocked from behind by Johnson. 20-18 in the third. Joyner bounce pass to Johnson, beat the defense and won as Henderson commits the foul coming over the back.
That looked a little bit like a wide open layup. I'm not sure if there was a miscommunication on defense, but number 11, wide open Johnson for an and one. And those are plays that Georgia cannot have if they want to battle back into this game.
I don't know if that was a mistake by Turcoff or not, but Henderson seemed to think that Turcoff should have been helping on that play. I don't know whether that was the case or not, but that seemed to be the discussion.
There's a miscommunication on defense, but number 11, wide open Johnson for an and one.
Johnson drives the baseline, gets stopped by Henderson. Johnson up close and puts it in early in the fourth. Cutting open is Turcoff and missed up close. Richard, long outlet, comes to Flau'jae Johnson, gets the easy two. School in Atlanta. And Flau'jae Johnson, 16, streaks out. Now a 15-point lead for LSU.
For Georgia, happy to see her back on the court after a little bit of a scare there.
Johnson in the paint, no one picked her up, and she stuck it in for the easy one.
Yeah, there's some awesome footage on social media if you haven't seen, but just great to see someone of her personality, her caliber, giving back to her high school, doing big things for her high school team.
Johnson on the drive, gets it up and in. 18 now for Flau'jae Johnson. Kraft takes a bullet pass right in the face. And then rebound by Henderson. Turco, oh my goodness, what a block by Johnson. And now another block by Flau'jae. And Turner stays with it and scoops it up and in.
And 22 in the paint. LSU currently leads Division I in both.
Flau'jae Johnson with the three-pointer and the cherry on top. From Johnson tonight, she said, I expect a bounce-back game. She didn't want to put that pressure on her on the big bounce-back, but she has had a big bounce-back game tonight. Savannah Henderson misses the three. LSU's going to get the win here tonight and back the other way. Georgia's going to drop to 1 and 2. And LSU's going to be 1 and 2. Carnegie on the drive and throws up a wild layup attempt. Kraft got the rebound, baseline jumper, puts it in. And a timeout's going to be called by Coach Mulkey. She just wants to get reserves in the game right here. And Flau'jae Johnson's going to get a hero's exit as she pumps her fist at the LSU faithful who's made the trip to Athens, Georgia tonight. Dapping up with Coach Reedus. And the second most points she has scored against a SEC opponent in her career. And a final possession for LSU. They will walk it up the floor. They will get their first SEC win of the season. If you were worried about the LSU Tigers, don't be. They pull away in the fourth quarter, outscoring Georgia 24-11 and winning this one by a final of 80-59.